adulting, being an adult, is hard enough because you're not navigating life, you're navigating responsibility, finances, health, relationships, and many more. But when you have chronic illness, that's an added on responsibility that no one trains you for. Because see, the way chronic illness works is it affects everyone differently. So your symptoms, what triggers you, may not trigger me, and vice versa. And this is not just with sickle cell, this is with every chronic illness. The human body, while it's similar, has its unique variations that makes what works for you not work for the other person. So not only are you tackling life, but you're tackling how do I live life with this added on responsibility that there's no guidebook on how to live. And that's where I come in. All my life I noticed that I learned that I've been trying to live life like everyone else, forgetting that doing that makes life really fucking uncomfortable. So I've been on this journey for the past few years where I'm learning how to live life to the fullest, but tweaking things so that it's accessible to me. I'll give you an example. I've always wanted to learn how to swim. Heck, I told you guys I was going to learn how to swim. And I started my swimming lessons, but my first swim lesson, I felt completely depleted after. I figured, well, maybe because it's a new thing. But I go in the pool and something feels different. On my day 2, in the middle of the actual training session, everything cramps up. I have the most debilitating crisis I've had in years, and it makes no sense to me. Having this crisis, I was in pain for a week straight, and then I learned that apparently what the regular water that everyone can swim in is too cold for me. It will cause vaso-occlusive crisis. And then I said, okay, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, because I never navigated this before. I didn't know this was a problem I was going to come across. And I go in the water for the 3rd time, and I swim for an hour, or I train for an hour. Same thing. Actually, this takes me to the emergency room, and now it's clear to me I can't learn to swim like everyone else. I have to tweak it. I have to tweak my approach. So now I'm back to the drawing board. I have to find a warm pool. I've made calls. I can barely find one. I will find one. My point, the reason I bring this up is, as a person living with chronic illness, you often have to adjust. What people do regular, you gotta do it extra. So people do something and you have to make twice an effort to do the same thing. Take it easy on yourself if you're anything like me. I have such high expectations of myself that sometimes I push myself into a flare-up because I think, come on, you can do it. I know you, because in here, I know I'm capable of it. I am very strong-willed. You cannot tell me that I can't do something. That is who I am. But now I have to live and understand that there's shit that I can't do like everyone else. So if I must do it, I have to find a way to do it that works for me. I have to tailor everything to work for me. So if you're anything like me, if you come across a situation that, and you learn that this is something that you can't do like everyone else, give yourself grace. Calm the fuck down. See if you can find a way to tailor it to yourself. And there might be moments where you realize that there are things that you just never be able to do. I don't accept that though. I haven't come across something that has stopped me, and I hope I don't. And if I do, I hope that I realize that it doesn't define me. So if you're anything like me, take it easy on yourself. Go back to the drawing board. I know it's heavy. It's heavy as fuck, but you do what you gotta do. So if you really want something and you're like me, even if that means the extra work, there's always gonna be a way. My mom says this to me. She says to me, Vivian, there's no problem without a solution except that. So I take that, I put it in my head, that it plays anytime I find myself in an uncomfortable situation that stresses me the fuck out. I remember my mom, and she, it drones in my head. There's no problem without a solution. I will find a solution. So I will find a solution. So become a solution finder. Things will work out. It's going to be okay. And yeah, this is a really long video. I hope you watch it to the end. And if you don't, well, how do they do it? Love? I don't know how the Gen Zers do it. I'm Gen Z, but the old Gen Z. Bye.